A New Year, New You. Vandana Malik's Weight Loss War, Episode 3. Okay, so remember the 2 kilos that I had gained thanks to my tryst with Chole Bhature? It was time to work at shedding them all over again. This time I was convinced that it would take no time at all. It was just 2 kilos, I scoffed. It would be a cakewalk. I'll start the diet tomorrow, I told myself. And of course, the inevitable happened. Tomorrow never came. 3 years down the road, the cake had walked its way to my waist and I was back to facing my dreaded enemy, the weighing scale. Mercifully, this time the alarm bell rang at 10 kilos. I can almost hear you saying, "When will you learn, woman? It's high time." But before you get on your judgmental horses, I should tell you, I thought pretty much the same thing myself. The reader will admit, though, that I'm getting better at recognizing the signs each time. The first time that the alarm bells rang, I'd gained a mean 20. The second time around, I'd pulled the reins at 15, and I had now stopped at 10. No tiny accomplishment that. Moral of the story, as I told myself, I would not give up. An email diet. The new era of weight loss? A friend had told me about a dietitian who interacted with her clients only through email. She was based in another town. Yet she was rumored to work a magic long distance. I was drawn like a moth to a flame. Yes, once again. I know what you're thinking. What a sucker this one is for long-drawn suffering. But I was fascinated with the idea of an email diet, so to speak. A very unique concept at the time. Today, of course, they're growing from the woodworks. I was also convinced that this was a good idea for me since my dietitian would never be able to see if I was cheating on my diet and hurl the book at me. I have had that experience, but more on that later. Not exactly spoilt for choice. The era of the computer was well on its way by this time, and a gigantic one sat on my desk when I began my craze with the email diet. I shot off a mail, therefore, to the magic woman and her reply was prompt. She sent me a form asking for some details, a blood test. Most dietitians ask for this to check hemoglobin, cholesterol, sugar, thyroid, vitamin D and B12 levels, medication that I was on, and any other health issues that I may have. Once I'd sent back the form, I received another email. This one contained the diet. It was unique in the sense that it was largely vegetarian detox diet. This is what it said. Start the day with the detox drink made by mixing the juices of various green vegetables, coriander, spinach, celery, among others, with a glass of warm water. Incidentally, I had to drink this tasteless concoction 3 times a day. Not too difficult a feat since at the time I was used to drinking all kinds of liquids in the hope that they would bring down the fat. Then there were sprouts, salads and vegetables to be had for breakfast, lunch and dinner. The diet also came armed with a list of fruits and vegetables that were allowed, while all else was banished from caloriedom. Needless to say, I wasn't really spoiled for choice. I followed the diet for a week and as had been predicted by the dietitian, I had lost a kilo by the end of it. I was given a new diet a week depending on how successful I had been with the previous one, and it seemed like I was on my way to better, read fitter things. You win some, you lose some, wait. I must admit that this was one of the hardest diets I'd ever had to follow. I couldn't sustain it beyond 4 weeks. Therefore, it made quite a tale for the Times, the high watermark of my own dietary chronicles, that I managed to keep at it and lose 5 kilos in 3 months. If you're familiar with my journey though, you unfortunately know what follows. I was soon cheating on my diet to reward myself. The physical absence of my dietitian no doubt contributed. And thus ended with a whimper and not a bang, the 3rd episode of my weight loss battle. So what did I take away from my email diet? I found that it was one of the healthiest diets I had done, but also an incredibly tough one to follow. I'm also not sure that it was entirely worthwhile. So my advice is, don't attempt such a draconian diet unless you have a medical condition that actually demands it. And what of the weight I had regained, you ask? Well, that's a story for another week's annals. Until then, stay happy and eat healthy.